define mental illness, I don't think I'd be able to give it one definition, because I don't think it's like a fact, like you couldn't apply that to one person specifically, and that's what it is. I think everyone suffers and faces it differently. So for example, you couldn't just put a label of someone as depressed because they get down about certain things. It might just be certain things make them feel a certain way, but they weren't necessarily depressed. They might just get mood swings and low moods because of a lot of different things, i.e. arguments or work or deadlines and stuff like that. So I don't think it's fair to label someone, and I don't think someone would appreciate being labelled for something that hasn't got a clear definition. And I think no one's the same, so you couldn't relate the same definition to everyone. There's a really negative stigma attached to it. Like, you wouldn't look at someone and be like, oh, they're depressed, they're really cool. Like, you might look at it negatively and think you don't want to surround yourself with that person because they're depressed, but it might not mean they're depressed and down all the time 24/7. It might just mean certain things trigger them to feel certain ways, or they might have, like, at different times they might have different mood swings, and it might make people feel isolated because they might feel as well as because they are depressed they wouldn't want to surround themselves with certain people because they're not happy enough or not positive enough. And I think that all comes from the stigma that is attached to it. I think the good things that help first years and help deal with stress and stuff like that is definitely student union, because obviously they organise freshers and it makes you go and socialise and meet people. And I think a lot of people stress about meeting people and settling in and finding their feet, and I think that really helps because you have to mingle to meet people and to make them friendships. And also student services, because obviously you need someone to talk to, and having that offered to you is always good, just to get it off your chest. Even if they don't give you advice as such, just to go and talk to someone is really good. If I could suggest something that could be a thing, is making second and third year, like making them mentors for the first years, just to help, like assigning them to an older student, just to get their point of view, because you know they've been through it recently and you know that they've got to the point that they are where you want to be. So I think it would really help because you know they can relate. If I could give some advice to my younger self, it would definitely be put myself out there more, because although you do go to freshers events and stuff like that, I would have made an effort in the day when you're genuinely just sitting there chatting, getting to know people, because I feel like when you're going out and getting ready, you don't have genuine conversations, and it's more just about the present. You're not talking about things you've gone through, like for example what you did at sixth form and like why you want to do what you're doing. You don't get to know the people on the level that you need to be able to form friendships with them. So I'd definitely say put myself out there more and not stress as much, just try and make a balance between what I was doing to stop myself from getting stressed, because you need to have fun and do your work, and I think finding the balance is the key to not making yourself stressed or anxious about anything.